Drive me back to me. Baby, you got a body like a leopard. I just wanna drive me back to me. Sing, baby, sing. Love that shit. I love it. Okay. All right, so we're doing something a little bit different today. I was writing my journal the other day. What day was that? The 19th. What day was that? Yesterday. I was writing my journal yesterday, and I really just feel like I should share it because, like, it really was getting to something. Like, it was getting to some tea, some something. It was getting to it, right? And I feel like the fact that actually we're gonna get into that after. So I really like when I started journaling. I really just started like writing down whatever streams of thought came to me. I really just wrote it down, and a lot of the things that popped up were questions. Sometimes I do answer my own question, and sometimes I just have the question floating. If I feel like I might have gotten the answer or an answer, I might stop and like we could talk about it a little bit. But for the most part, I'm just gonna read the passage. We might stop a little bit if it's giving something to talk about. We might. But for the most part, I'm just going to read the passage and, take what you want or take what you will from it because I feel like it was really like, I don't know. I just feel like it was just really the what needs to be answered. You feel me? Like, or what needs to be asked and answered to really like get your head in the game to really understand what it is we doing because I feel like with like my meditation practice that I've been keeping up or whatever, I finally came not finally I came to the realization again because it's like this is the thing like yo this thing is itching me. That's why I'm sorry. But here's the thing. So like when you meditate, like you clearing you clearing your thoughts, you training your thoughts, you training yourself to keep track of your thoughts, and do that. Go watch my how to meditate video because I really get into it. But I think one thing I did leave out is the fact that meditating brings you back to the present moment, and that's where everything happens. So everything is going to happen in the present moment. Is the sun going down? I feel like now I gotta be over here. Okay. Is the light hitting over here better? Okay. So what I was saying? Okay, so yeah, meditation brings you back to the present moment, and the present moment is all that we have, and that's where everything happens. So that's where you want to be. Now, granted, thinking can help you and it is a tool to help us. So it's not like we don't ever want to think because sometimes you might be doing a project or working on something that requires active thought, or you might just be trying to manifest your life, trying to envision your life. How do you want your life to be? What do you picture for yourself? And during those moments is when you're gonna have to think. So it's not like thinking is bad, you don't want to do it, but you just want to know how to use the tool for what it is, a tool. I feel like it's real easy to get wrapped up in thinking because the brain is just so good at its job. It's just so good at what it does that it feels real. And that's part of the reason why your thoughts create your reality because your brain really can't tell the difference between you thinking of some shit and some shit actually happened, and your subconscious is like, okay, well, it's real. We gotta make sure that it's real, and that's how shit comes to fruition. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of the times we are not in the present moment, and that's where shit gets sticky. But not being in the present moment can still help us, because they say like if you can see it, it's yours. So if you can envision it, it's yours. So if you have a dream or a goal or whatever, and you really picture yourself doing it, like you see it in your mind's eye, that means it's yours for real. Like it's possible. If it wasn't possible, you wouldn't be able to see it. So do that which you will. Let's get into this journal entry. It's giving thumbnail. It's giving how we want the thumbnail to look. Cause I'll be struck, y'all. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I always forget to like post for a thumbnail, and I be trying to take screenshots. I'm like, damn, my mouth open, my eye closed. Like, so it's giving. Okay, let me stop. All right, so, all right, I'm just gonna read it. It's been a while since I had to read out loud for the class, but let's go. Oh wait, hold on, because it started off personal, So let me see where I gotta start at so that y'all can get out my business. Get out my business. Okay, hold on. Once healed to a certain unknown degree, I can get my dreams, right? But I also know healing is a never ending journey. What is it called when I feel like never experiencing that love that I know exists feels like a life of torture? What is it called when I feel like never experiencing my dream that I know exists feels like living a life of torture? What is it called? But is it bad to aspire to live that? Especially if I know it exists and I create my own reality. I don't want to always be in a waiting place or a wanting place because I know that keeps me there. But how? And where do you hold hope and aspiration without holding desire or want? Because you don't have it. I gotta read that sentence over because that's not how I wanted to flow. Hold on. Where I started at, I don't want to always be in a wanting place because I know that keeps me there. But how or where do you hold hope and aspiration without also holding desire or want? Because you don't have it. Act like it's already yours. How do I stop imagining the future even if I'm thinking of living out my wildest dreams? Or how do I not compare my current reality, thus bringing my awareness to the fact that I don't currently have? Thus bringing my awareness to the fact that I don't currently have. Bringing my awareness to the fact that I don't currently need? Is staying present different from healing? What about my traumas? Are they just a vehicle that stops me from being in the present moment, so that's what I'm battling? Are they only battles when I think of them, or will I actually be experiencing them? Both, but I will only know if I'm present enough to see which is currently happening. Okay, so how do I ignore the passage of time? Every time I think, time is considered, and things feel really far away. The idea that my life can and will look completely different if I follow the fun, does that mean I could possibly not get something that I want so bad and literally can't envision my life without? It feels like maybe my dreams could be not meant to be. Is that just doubt? Is just something else I have to battle? That I have to overcome? If dreams really can't come true, I guess that's why they say if you're not scared, you're not dreaming big enough. So, what purpose does fear serve other than to show us where we should be going, especially if the feeling of imminent danger feels the same? Or is the feeling really just really similar? How do I tell the difference between the two? Stay present. How do I get to the present? Where is the present? And what anchors me to it? What role does time play in experiencing the present moment? Is time a part of the present moment? How long do moments last? That's really it. That's really the tea. It's giving naked. Hold on. Then I do go on to say something about getting your thoughts on paper helps when figuring out problems. It's like it forces you to slow down long enough to keep coherent thought. Maybe coherent isn't the best word, but the thoughts feel more streamlined. Plus, you get to keep really track of everything and it's easier to stay on topic. Then I also went on to write, stop being the victim by thinking. Thinking is the easiest way to victimize yourself. You can't take anything personally. Everyone has their own reality and sometimes they spill into your reality. Taking things personally immortalizes that moment and the more you identify with the moment, the more you dwell on it by thinking, claiming it, the more that moment becomes your present reality. Some thoughts may take longer to come to fruition, but some pictures take longer to print. All right, so that is everything that I wrote, and I feel like I answered a lot of questions that I had, like why do my dreams sometimes feel like so one, I feel like my dreams okay, no. I feel like to an extent my life feels out of my control because I may want something, I may, say like, oh, I want this, I want that, but it's just not the right time or something better is in store. So it's like everything that you want, you're not going to get because it just might not be for you. And I feel like sometimes I take that fact and apply it to my dreams, being like, all right, what if I want this thing really bad, but it's just not for me? But I feel like it's not the same. Like, no. If I want my dream, it's either not right now or better. It's never no. So that's one. So it is just doubt. It is just fears popping up, making you feel like maybe you can't have it because you don't have it right now. So I'm like, okay, I can have my dreams. It's not a matter of if it could happen. It's not a matter of it being too big or too, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I can envision it and it's like anything is too, I feel like the dreams that I be envisioning be so big, but like they be so clear. Like it feels like a memory almost. Like it's like, why would I know this if it didn't exist? And I feel like sometimes I fall into like suffering and like victim mentality. Like maybe I'm just never gonna experience what it is that I want to experience, even though I know it exists. But it's like, nah, my God would never violate me like that. Like that's super crazy. Like you gonna tell me that that's a possibility, but just not for you. Like you gonna show me all the things, but they just not for me. Like why would you show me if I can't get it? Like why would I have that vision? Why would I have that desire if it wasn't possible? So the reason I have this desire is because it's definitely possible. So get that out your head. That's giving doubt. That's giving trauma. That's giving lack mentality. That's giving whack, 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 whack. So you don't be on that timing. So don't be on that timing. And I feel like, like I said, following the fun, you know, you might say like, all right, I planned this for today, but if you follow the fun, your day might look a little bit different, and that's cool. But following the fun time sometimes feels scary, and because it's not exactly what you planned out step by step, you feel a little scared, and it's just like, all right, part of me knows that following the fear is how you get to where you're trying to go. You feel me? But it's like, I also know that fear, like the feeling of recognizing fear keeps you safe. So if something is actually truly dangerous and you're scared, maybe you shouldn't continue on because some shit probably could go wrong. Like there be times where like you be like, nah, like I'm not gonna do this, and then I'm not gonna do this, and then the next day you find out that if you so you be like, all right, you know what, I'm not gonna go to the store. Something's telling me don't go to the store. So then you don't go to the store. The next day you find out that the route you would have took to the store, it was a big ass car accident, and that could have been you type shit. So it's just like, it does help you, it does protect you in a way, but it's like, how do I know when it's protection and how do I know when it's just me being a scary asshole? So it's like, and then, came to the realization you gotta be in the present moment to figure that out. You really gotta be present, and you really gotta not even sit with the feeling, because I feel like that's when you start dwelling and you thinking and you start overthinking and shit get a little hazy, shit get foggy. But if you present enough and you feeling that feeling, it's gonna feel different. You're gonna know. You're gonna listen to your inner knowing. So it's all about staying present. It's all about, just being your being. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna get the answers that you need when you need them, when you ask for them, when you search for them. So you have to trust that you're listening. So, do with that what you will. Okay, and then the last thing I really wanted to like kind of touch on, because I feel like this is the only part where I feel like I just don't have all the answers, or there's a certain amount of clarity that I'm lacking when it comes to this topic. So time, and y'all know, like if you know, like me and time, I don't really know her too well. Like I really don't. Okay, let me say I don't really know. I don't really know her too well, because I feel like she's a lot more complex than meets the eye, right? And it's not as rigid and concrete. And that's like the ambiguity of that is where I'm just like, okay, there is definitely something that I don't know. There's definitely something that I'm missing. Something that I could learn to really help me with time, because she just doesn't make sense. Like, she just doesn't make sense. It doesn't feel the same always. And I know, let me okay, so back to like what I said. Where is the present moment and what anchors me to it? All right, so like in meditation, using your anchor to get back to the present moment. Like if you focus on your breathing, you focus on the sound of the air conditioning, you focus on this, you focus on that. Using that to get you back to the present moment. Your anchor, cool. That's where the present moment's at. That's how you get to the present moment. You feel that shit, right? But then what role does time play in experiencing the present moment? And how long does the present moment last? Because it's constant, yo, constant. And I feel like time and the present moment have to be two separate things, because the present moment is constant and time passes. Like, so you know what I'm saying? Like, right now, right now, right now. Like, but within the scope of time, if you're viewing it from the lens of time, when I said right now the first time, that happened before I said right now the second time. And that was, you feel me? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you ignore the passage of time when you think of, anytime you think you're dealing in time, you're either dealing in the past or you're dealing in the future. You're never, like, you can't think in the present moment, because the present moment don't last long enough for you to be thinking. Thinking has to, and the moment is, so you feel me? Like, does that make sense? Like, I feel like it makes sense. I feel like it makes sense. If you get me, you get me. So I just feel like that's where the danger of thinking comes in, because you can start overthinking real quick, and it's just like, no, this is not what I wanted. Like, it could get real sticky real quick, because as soon as you start thinking too long, you don't know where the hell you're gonna end up. Now you're thinking about dying. Like, bro, I was just thinking about being on a roller coaster having fun, but I thought about it for too long, and now I'm thinking about the roller coaster blowing up, and it's just like, it gets sticky. I guess it's really just staying in the present moment. That shit happens way often than I guess we would want, or like, then we really realize, like, staying in the present moment, that is a constant. You have to constantly be doing that, because yeah, you could use, like I said, you could use that to manifest, you know, how you thinking. You can use that to manifest your life. Like, so say you envisioning yourself in your brand new apartment, and you know how it looks, you know how you're gonna decorate it. You're like, the bedroom's over there, my guest room's over there, my living room with the floor to ceiling windows right there, the kitchen is this, da da da, like the bathroom is like that. Like, you picturing that shit. But it's like, how long do you do that before it gets sticky? How long do you do that before that is no longer beneficial? Because now you think about that shit, and then you stop thinking about it, or you start thinking about something else, and you realize that shit, I'm not in my apartment right now. And because, especially because I know I have to follow the fun, and I don't know what fun is going to pop up, what's going to happen, what my day to day is going to look like, I definitely can't envision the steps, like the actual steps that it will take me to get into my apartment. Because I might think, like, all right, damn, I gotta hustle, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta get the money, gotta put the money away, gotta make sure that the bank statements look good, da da da. When whole time, what if I follow the fun and somebody just bless me with the crib? Somebody's like, yo, I believe in you, here's a crib. And me dwelling on the fact that I'm thinking I gotta do this, do this, do this, fuck my whole motion up. That's not even the motion I'm finna be on, or I'm supposed to be on. It's just like, when does it get sticky? How do you use time to your advantage, and how do you really keep track of time in a safe and controlled manner that really help you get to where you're trying to go? That's the real only thing I ain't really, you feel me? But I'm definitely knowing that staying in the present moment gonna do me more good than harm. So that's the safe spot. That's the safe zone. I definitely could just stay present and watch life unfold as I'm on this journey, you know what I'm saying, day by day, moment by moment, following the fun, because shit, that's all I really know how to do. And that shit been working out. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, when I'm actually moving, doing, following my intuition, even though I'm not where I know I'm going, should be lit. It be alright. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's only not lit. It's only shitty when I'm thinking about how I'm not where I wanna be at. And it's just like, that's when that shit get dangerous. It's like, stop thinking, bitch, stop thinking. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you get the vibes. I hope you get the picture. I hope you understand what I'm trying to put down and you pick it up, baby. Yes, so maybe this might be a series. I don't know. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. You already know the vibes. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Help your girl out. Help me help you, baby. Now let me stop. All right, I'm out of here. Catch you in the next one.